Imagine a bustling tourist resort, a jewel in the California desert, where the Salton Sea's shimmering waters and the vibrant community of Bombay Beach once thrived. This was a place where dreams of a perfect vacation destination came to life, rivaling the most renowned resorts. Today, what remains is a hauntingly beautiful testament to a paradise lost. Join us as we delve into the story of the Salton Sea and Bombay Beach, from their days of glory as a premier tourist haven to their current state of abandonment. Our journey back in time takes us to the early 20th century, to the unexpected birth of the Salton Sea. It began as a monumental error in 1905. Engineers tapping into the Colorado River to irrigate the Imperial Valley unwittingly unleashed a torrent that would reshape the desert landscape. Water gushed from the Colorado, swerving off course due to an ill-fated cut in the riverbank. Surging towards the Salton Sink, over 18 long months, this flood created a massive inland sea, stretching over 35 miles in length, or about 55 kilometers, and over 15 miles wide, or 25 kilometers at its broadest point, an unintended marvel in the arid California desert. This accidental lake, initially a blunder, soon captured the imagination of a nation. As the Colorado River was eventually rerouted back to its original course, the Salton Sea remained, fed by agricultural runoff and the remnants of ancient rivers. It wasn't just a lake, it was a symbol of human error turned into a natural wonder. Encompassing over 400 square miles, it became California's largest body of water, a surreal contrast to the surrounding desert expanse. But the Salton Sea was more than just a geographic anomaly. It was a blank canvas for dreams and ambitions, a place where nature's force and human endeavor collided to create something unique.
Here is truly a miracle in the desert, a whole new outlet for the crowded millions in big cities, a Palm Springs with water. Here is where you can find the good life in the sun. Today, the Salton Riviera, beside the blue Salton Sea, is the place for you to take charge of your future. At the Salton Riviera, there is never a let-up in progress. This unusual city has a date with destiny. Here you can get away from the crowds, the hustle and bustle of the big city.
As we venture into the mid-20th century, the Salton Sea emerged as a glittering jewel of tourism and recreation. This accidental lake, nestled in the California desert, transformed into an oasis of leisure and luxury. It was the 1950s, and America was in the throes of post-war prosperity. The Salton Sea became a symbol of this booming era, a playground for the rich and famous, and a paradise for families seeking sun-soaked adventures. The government, recognizing the potential of this vast body of water, embarked on a mission to make the Salton Sea a premier fishing destination. Stocking the lake with an array of fish species, they created an angler's dream. The salinity of the water, higher than most lakes, proved an unexpected blessing, fostering a vibrant marine ecosystem. Soon the shores of the Salton Sea were lined with eager fishermen, their lines cast into the bountiful waters. But fishing was just one aspect of the Salton Sea's allure. Its unique geography, being over 200 feet below sea level, made it a hotspot for water sports. Speedboats sliced through its water, setting world records, as onlookers cheered from the shores. The North Shore Beach and Yacht Club buzzed with activity, hosting celebrities like Frank Sinatra and the Beach Boys. It wasn't just a lake, it was Southern California's Riviera. In this era, the towns around the Salton Sea, particularly Bombay Beach, flourished. They were vibrant communities, teeming with life and excitement. Bombay Beach, with its picturesque setting and bustling beachfront, epitomized the American dream of a perfect beach holiday. Hotels, restaurants, and marinas sprung up, catering to the influx of tourists who flocked to experience the desert oasis. This was the Salton Sea's zenith, a time when it seemed as if the desert had given birth to a perennial paradise. Little did anyone know that this golden era was but a fleeting moment in the Salton Sea's history, soon to be overshadowed by environmental challenges and shifting fortunes. As the decades passed, the Salton Sea began to reveal the unsustainable nature of its existence. The very elements that once made it an attractive destination started to engineer its downfall. By the late 1970s, a series of environmental challenges marked the beginning of a steep decline for this desert oasis. The lake's salinity, once a boon for fishing and boating, started to climb alarmingly. With no natural outlet, the Salton Sea became a closed system, accumulating salts and minerals at a rate faster than they could be diluted. This escalating salinity, combined with agricultural runoff rich in nutrients, fostered extensive algal blooms. These blooms depleted oxygen levels in the water, creating a hostile environment for marine life. The once thriving fish populations, carefully curated by the government, began to perish in large numbers. The shores of the Salton Sea, once lined with sunbathers and fishermen, were now littered with the rotting carcasses of fish, emitting an unbearable stench. The sight of dead fish and the overwhelming smell started to repel the tourists and residents who once cherished the sea. Bombay Beach, the bustling community that epitomized the high life of the Salton Sea, wasn't spared either. The increasing environmental issues, coupled with a series of floods, took a heavy toll on the town. The beaches that once teemed with life became deserted, and the streets, once filled with the laughter of tourists, fell silent. The decline was rapid and unrelenting, turning Bombay Beach from a vibrant hub into a near ghost town. As we approach the present day, the Salton Sea stands at a critical juncture. Once a symbol of human ingenuity and natural beauty, it now faces an existential crisis, with its future shrouded in uncertainty. The challenges are immense, but so too are the efforts to revive this once thriving ecosystem. The declining water levels of the Salton Sea, exacerbated by decades of environmental neglect, have led to a dramatic increase in salinity. The once vibrant marine life is nearly extinct, and the lake's shrinking perimeter exposes vast areas of dusty lake bed. This exposed playa poses a significant public health risk, as wind-blown dust carries toxins into nearby communities, aggravating respiratory problems and other health issues. Among the proposed solutions is the ambitious idea of connecting the Salton Sea to the Sea of Cortez, potentially stabilizing the lake's salinity and water levels. Desalination projects are also being considered, although they come with high costs and technical challenges. The story of the Salton Sea and Bombay Beach is far from over. It's a tale of resilience in the face of ecological disaster, of communities adapting to changing landscapes, and of ongoing efforts to restore a lost paradise. As we look to the future, the Salton Sea remains a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between human ambition and the forces of nature.